Super easy concept. Honestly, one I don't see taught a whole lot. It really just changes your draw stroke a little bit. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to cover a topic that was recently asked about how to improve your shooting as someone who is cross-eye dominant. So I recently did a shooter breakdown video where I was working with a shooter, and we discovered during his shooting that he was cross-eye dominant. And in the video, there's a to be continued because we didn't have enough time to really break into some training for that. So this is that training for that. So there's a lot of ideas out there, and I'm not knocking on any instructor. There's different thought processes for how you would become a better shooter as a cross-eye dominant shooter. I don't like most of them. I'm going to teach the way that I think is best. And what I see mostly is people will come out and then they want to shift the head so that their dominant eye. So let's say they're right-handed shooter. I'm a right-handed shooter. So if I was cross-eye dominant, it would be my left eye. That's my dominant eye. So let's say I want to come out and people will shift their head to the side to try to line up their dominant eye. That's what I see most common. I talk a lot about not changing head position during your draw stroke because now you're trying to line up your sights while your head is moving. It's another reason why I really harp on people not turtling as they come up to draw. A lot of people will draw and their head will come down to try to meet the sights. And now we have two different planes of view that are trying to line up. Similar, if I'm coming up and drawing my gun and I'm shifting my dominant eye over, then I have a plane of view, two different planes of views that are trying to line up. And I want my head to stay in one position. And I want to bring the gun up to where my eyes are at. So what I like to teach is to make sure that your draw lines up with your dominant eye. Super easy concept. Honestly, one I don't see taught a whole lot. It really just changes your draw stroke a little bit. So for me as a, right eye dominant right hand shooter, my draw will line up slightly to the right of the center line of my body because that's where my dominant eye will put it. But if I was left eye dominant, instead of turning my head, instead of developing a draw that stays more right side because I'm right side dominant, then I would develop a draw that slightly pushes the gun over to my left here as I come out and present the weapon. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. I'm just going to shoot normally, my right eye dominant. I'm going to use my right eye here. Come out. This is my draw. Fire the round. And you guys can see it's a good shot, right? So for me, if I was cross-eye dominant, I would change my draw stroke and my presentation to be slightly to the left to line up with my dominant eye. So let's say I'm going to close my right eye right now, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to shoot with my left eye. Okay, just like that. Still pretty good shot. Center a little bit higher than my last shot, but super great shot. Do it again. You know what? Just to show you guys that I'm not cheating, maybe we'll put I hate to put this sticky on my glasses, but here you go. You guys can see I have to see you with I have to look at my left eye. I can't see you with my right eye. So just to show you guys, again, I'm going to draw and I'm going to push the pistol over to line up with my left eye. Boom, just like that. So that's how I would teach somebody to shoot who was cross-eye dominant. Instead of changing the head position and dropping the head or tilting the head over to the right, that's what I see most common. I would have them come out and change their draw stroke slightly so that it's presented to their dominant eye, which is their left eye, which keeps me from having to change my head at all. Okay, when I draw, I want my head to stay stationary. I want to retrieve my weapon, bring it up to my eyes, and then punch out and shoot. I don't want to have to change my head in any way, shape, or form. So Just a quick little training tip for you guys who are cross-eye dominant. Somebody asked about that in the comments, so thanks for asking a question, because that helps me generate more content. All right, guys, another shout out to one of our partners, Agent Security, veteran-owned business. I, obviously coming from law enforcement, love security. My house looks like Fort Knox because of Agent Security. They have some of the best security equipment, especially when it comes to security cameras on the market today. I have them all installed in my home. They're phenomenal. If you are in need for a security system, make sure you check out Agent Security, agentsecurity.com. If you have any other questions like that, please put them in the comments below and I'll add them to the queue and create a video for them. Remember, violence is a virtue. We'll see you guys next time.